Championships 2025. Today we play the men's and women's triples. Please welcome the technical officials for the match on court 2. And now welcome, Turkey men. And their opponents are the Netherlands men. Please welcome the technical officials for the match on court 1. And now welcome, Greece men. And their opponents are Croatia men.
Baku in Azerbaijan sets the stage this week for the BWF Air Badminton Continental Championships in Europe. It's the final day of action here at the Baku Olympic Beach Soccer Stadium, the venue that plays hosts to the Air Badminton European Championships. And we're getting towards the business end of the men's and women's triples events. Quarterfinal stage. Live on court 1 in a few moments. We're in the bottom half of the draw, which sees Greece versus Croatia. In that bottom half and already through to a semi-final, our team Germany looking very strong here this week. France in the top half equally looking great and already into a semi-final, waiting for the result of the match on court number 2 between Turkey and the Netherlands. Greece have a maximum team of 4 men, and so this men's triples event will have 1 substitution for Greece on the bench. Substitution can be used 3 times in the match. And so the Greek team made up of Zizis Pegios, Axilias Sarsidis, Christos Sarsidis and Stamatis Sigirdakis. Ought to be quite a close affair, this one. For Croatia, Fran Galja, Ivo Ilic and Josko Dilovic make up their men's triples team, and with no substitutions, they're going to have to put in a lot of effort for Croatia to get through this one. Over the course of the next few hours, we'll see the culmination of this men's and women's triples events from quarterfinal stage and semi-finals through to the bronze medal match and the gold medal match to finish. If you've never seen air badminton before, it's been a few years in the making through the BWF development team. Major points to note: the front area of the court, the forecourt in front of the traditional service line, that's out, that's called the dead zone. In between the two blue lines across the court, 2 meters either side of the net. Shuttle landing in the dead zone is out, and a player standing in the dead zone to play a shot is a fault. You can fall into the dead zone as a natural movement, playing a shot inside the playing area. That's okay, that's allowed. Second big point is the need for rotation, because you cannot play a consecutive shot. It also makes for a good strategy on the attacking team to try and find the player who had previously hit the shuttle, causing confusion amongst the team. And so you'll see players hit a shot and quickly maneuver themselves out of the way to allow their playing partners to take over. Greece with a 2-point lead. Make that 3, 5-2 on the scoreboard. Best of 5 games to 9 points. Changing ends at the end of each game. Oh, well judged, well left. The service is also well back in court. Those red cones on the side of the court indicating the imaginary service line, where the service judge on the left there is taking a close look at where the players are standing on serve to make sure there's no fault given. That's a great pick-up off the back line, well played. You can also serve to a maximum height of 1.45 meters. That's the same height as the top of the tape of the net, which allows for a lot more aggressive serving at times, if you choose to. A forehand drive serve is often used. Trying to find the same player who hit the shot previously. One of the biggest challenges, of course, out here in air badminton is the wind. And the biggest piece of research and development, perhaps, in the evolution of this sport is the air shuttle itself. A much harder plastic, a rubber plastic composite cork. It's quite a lot heavier and combats the wind a lot. Really good playing conditions out here today. Very little wind to speak of. But it doesn't take much of a breeze to start watching that shuttle swirl around in the air. Greece taking the opening game. 9-7 the score. First to 3 games, best of 5 wins the match. And for a place in the semi-finals. One added benefit of that stiffer, heavier shuttle, air shuttle, is that it makes it very durable. Can get through an entire couple of matches, in fact, with the same shuttle. Pegios into the net, changing rackets. I don't think he broke a string there. Which was also a good point, talking about the strings. The shuttle being harder and heavier means you cannot have the same kind of high tension strings in the racket. It's the same racket used indoors, but the string tensions are usually around 40% looser, if you like. Something like 8 to 9 kilos. Or 17 to 19 pounds per square inch is a typical string tension for air badminton. Good rotation. Oh, it's a brilliant shot. Perfect drop into the front court. Really hot conditions to play in right now. This second session of the day started at 4 p.m. local time after session 1, which ran from 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. That middle part of the day, just simply too hot. Players wouldn't cope in the heat running around, and also the sand itself can get incredibly hot out here. It's about 30 degrees this week in Baku. You can see the contrast of the colour of the sand on court compared to the outsides, and that's because the gardeners, as I like to call them, have been out with their watering cans before the start of the match, dampening down the sand, making it a bit easier and firmer to move around on, and also a lot cooler to walk on. If you stay with us, you'll see those gardeners back raking the court flat in between games or matches. Greece again with the lead, 6-2. Nice shot to middle. Confusion between the left and right hander. That's a good clear. Slight movement with a little bit of breeze. But we're lucky we don't have the sort of windy conditions we had on the warm-up day a few days ago. It's really difficult to play when the shuttle's moving up to a couple of meters from left to right. That's long. The Greeks getting very excited. Game point in the second for a 2-love lead. A lot of work to do around the head. Fairly safe strategy when you're pushed for movement, or when the shuttle is moving with more windy conditions, is to just keep it safe. Pump it back up in the air, look for the rear court. Seen plenty of success when it does get difficult, rather than trying the aggressive attacking shot you were looking for initially. 2 games to love for the Greece men. And there are the air badminton gardening team. Cooling down that playing surface and just adding a little bit more stability to the sand. If the conditions stay as they are as we get into the cooler evening hours under the floodlights here, this could be really well set up for the perfect playing conditions getting towards the medal matches. The schedule suggests we'll be live with you through the Baku evening. To around 9:30 or so, I would say. And the triples medal ceremonies at the end of the competition as well. So make sure you hang around for all of that. That's a nice touch, finding the open space. Sasidis with the dive, an awful lot of work to do. That shuttle moving right to left now. a chance to finish. Did the Greek. Oh, that's a nice shot. Good rotation by the Croatians. Wonderful. Covering for his partner really well. The Greeks' defense stood firm. And a deft touch at the front of the court to finish the point. That's one of the longest points we've seen. Can't afford too many of those mistakes. Oh, they've left it for each other. Communication all important in triples. Good smash. It's going wide. The wind beginning to pick up a little. Commentary position up here, just behind the main camera, up high. Gives us a good judgment of what this wind is really doing inside this arena. Oh, good save. Consecutive shot rule. He was there, but he's unable to play the shuttle. Got to have better awareness for the playing partners. Good aggressive serve. Good save. Very difficult in that situation to see actually who hit the shuttle. That consecutive shot rule so important. It's going wide. Straight block was there for the taking. Big empty space. The Greek men now 2 points away from a place in the semi-finals. Oh, it's a great backhand. Relentless drop shots. Croatian defense leaking points. It's match point here. Good serve. And it's gone wide. The Greek men. Pegios, Sarsidis. And Sigardakis through to face Team Germany in the semi-finals. 3-0 match score. Delight for the Greeks. Well, symmetry in the scorelines. 9-7, 9-7, and 9-7. Tons of fun being had out here on the beach. And a moment to enjoy. Well, there'll be a few minutes break as that match was over so quickly. But in 5 to 10 minutes or so, the next match will be on court. And again, it's the quarter-final stage of the women's triples this time. And it's more action from Greece as the Greece women team take on Azerbaijan. That's in a few minutes.
Please welcome the technical officials for the match on court 1. And now welcome Greece women. Azerbaijan woman.
Back to the live action with match number 2 in this second session of the day. Another quarter-final stage knockout match in the women's triples. Bottom half of the draw sees the Netherlands through to the semi-finals, waiting for the winner of this match between the Greek and Azerbaijan, the home nation, the hosts. Might look like they've got a slight advantage right now with 4 Greek players on court, but one of them will be on the substitutes bench waiting to get on court. Had a terrific week. The Greek team, the men through to the semi-finals of the men's triples just moments ago, beating Croatia. And they were so narrowly defeated in the team relay event, 60-59 in the quarter-final stages. A couple of evenings ago. So Anna Damakudi, Theodoria Liakau, Christina Mavromatidou, and Alkisti Vasilika Patsarasli, in fact. That's the 4 Greek players out there. Oh, we do have a 4th Azerbaijan player. Slightly late to the party. And perhaps having an even better week, Azerbaijan, finalists of the team relay, took the silver, lost out to Germany last night in the gold medal match. But that should be enough to see them qualify for the World Cup in Sharjah, UAE in December. The Azerbaijani team made up of Kisha Fatima Azara, Victoria Kumanyayeva, Haja Nurieva. She's been brilliant this week. Terrific shot maker. And Nigar Samadova. So Azerbaijan with the opening serve in game 1. 5 games to 9 points. Change ends at the end of each game. Unless we get into that 5th game decider, where there will be a change of ends in the middle. And extra points would be required if the score reaches 8-all. Air badminton playing conditions really don't get much better than this, although, well, I thought that was the wind, but actually there's a thin wire going across the middle of the court, Can't see it off the main camera, but it's a let. Well, the Greek player and the coach. Perhaps it's the first time that's actually happened for their team this week. Good serve. Aggressive. Flat and into that rear corner. That's going wide. Little bit of breeze at times, which I don't think helped that forehand push. Completely misfiring. In the other half of the draw, it's the Bulgarian women taking on Germany. In a quarter-final stage knockout, the winner will go on to meet France in the semi-finals. Well left. Patarasli going wide. And again. Needs to settle down. Conditions are always going to be difficult to try and judge. A little bit more conservatism needed. Serve's gone wide. Cheap points for the Greek team. And again, well judged. That was only an inch or two long. Well, it's a nervy and intense opening game. I think the question is, who's on serve? Well, this debate's still going on. She's not happy.
Please welcome the technical officials for the match on court 2.
Mavro Matidou, that was, who I believe wanted to make sure she had the serve. Good defense from the Greeks. Azerbaijan rotation just falling apart slightly.
And now welcome, Bulgaria woman.
Oh, she got caught up with her footwork. Nurieva, I think,
And their opponents are
falling backwards.
Germany woman.
And it's Team Greece with game point. Good smash. Well, the drive was too much. The miss hit from Azerbaijan goes wide. Advantage Greece. 1 game to love. One game to nil. Solid serve. Backhand return into the net. Substitutes available as well for the triples events. Can be used up to 3 times. That's a good serve. Trying hard, desperately hard to stay on the attack, the Azerbaijani team. Good pickup. That's a superb rally. Frustration from Samadova. She goes wide. That was not a good serve. That's perhaps why the Greek player earlier wanted to get on serve. Her teammates don't quite have as an effective serve as she does. Oh no. Mistimed into the floor. That's a great serve from Nurieva. Clever, going over the top. Lost their rotation for a moment. Well, the big shadow moving across the court now, with the sun starting to dip behind the stands. That's going to cause a few problems with the shuttle high in the air. I think the Greek team need to work on a more aggressive forehand serve. Try and find the rear court on occasion. That variation is key. Even a high serve to middle in this game, not a bad strategy. Not a good second game so far for the Greeks. A few loose shots. Zara this time. Forced into a mistake, 6-all. Well, the wind not affecting that shuttle, sailing out wide. Better serve. Well, it's been a tough second game. The Greeks with 2 game points. 1 recovered for Azerbaijan. Samarova just questioning who's on serve. It's a big point. And it's out the back, straight from the serve of Samarova. The Greek women take the second game. 2 games to love. Team Greece looking for a 3-0 whitewash. Good rotation. Oi, bad luck. I think a Net cord shot that falls into the dead zone but goes over. Should be a winner. Just to add a little bit of fortune to the match. Good technique from Nurieva. Short action with that backswing. Well, the perfect start to game 3 for Azerbaijan. Oh, well, if we had a challenge system here, I'm sure that would have called for Hawkeye. I thought that might have clipped the blue line at the back. Line judge, all powerful. It's a bad miss. That's lovely. Not a good serve. That's, I think, the biggest development for the Greek team is to go back and work on their serving. Not only was it comfortably put away, she targeted the server, which means her teammates are confused for a moment. Patsarasli just struggling for the moment. Oh, she comes out with a winner. What a great drop shot. More aggressive serve from Mavro Matadou. It's in. You can see why she wanted to serve for herself rather than her teammates. Much more comfortable. Net cord. Helping Nurieva. Scoreboard just having a wobble. It's 7-5. Azerbaijan. Well, aside from that wonderful winner, Patsarasli, she's also made a few mistakes. That's a brilliant way to take the third game. Azerbaijan fighting back 2-1 to Greece. Well, that's shadow from the stands as the sun starts to drop here in Baku. It's almost covering the entire Greek court now, but at head height. It's still going to prove tricky as the shuttle moves in and out of the shadows. Plenty of elemental conditions to battle in this sport. Meanwhile, on court 2, quarter-final in the women's triples between Bulgaria and Germany, and it's Germany who took the opener. 5-2 lead in the second as well. Strong-looking German outfit this year. Well, there's a hold-up here, as I think the remaining shuttles in that tube from the line service judge might have all been used once. They are very durable, these shuttles, but once they go, that's it. So, 2-1 to Greece in games. 1-love, Azerbaijan in the fourth. Best of 5, so Greece take this fourth game there into the semi-finals. That's a great save on the back line from Samarova and a diving save from Nurayeva, and it's gone long. Terrific defense from Azerbaijan. Now from Atadu into the net. Good rotation from the Greeks. That is magnificent. Zara hit the previous shot and they put it right back to where she was standing, and she didn't get out of the way quickly enough for Nurayeva. Who's fogging up the sunglasses. Or perhaps it's sand. Filling the lenses. Good drop shot from Azara, setting up Nurayeva for the smash. Good play. Slow game, this one. Plenty of time being wasted between points. Committing to that backhand serve, the Greeks. good play. That is one of the best shots we've seen this week. Caught the net cord on the way through as well. Cross, slice, reverse from Azara. Clean winner. It's in. Misjudgment from Mavromatidou. Greek support and teammates all showing that disappointment. Mistimed. Patsarasli. Don't think she timed the serve quite as nicely as she wanted to. Game point for Azerbaijan. That's a much better serve. Simple. Azerbaijan take the fourth. 9-5 to score, 2 games all. I think if the Greeks can sort out this serve and commit to that forehand drive or lift, they'll have this match wrapped up. Clean winner. Liaku just stood and watched. Patsarasli with another error. Quite a lot of intensity between the players and the umpire in this match. Good save, Nurieva. Is that in? Line judge down to our right, calls it out. Azara couldn't quite keep the shuttle in court. That's a lovely shot. Azerbaijan need to work out a way to get the attack for Nureeva. She's hit some lovely winners this week. Nice shot from Azara. Azara with too much work to do. Both teams looking tense. Oh, it is. Patsar Astley on serve. Going with the forehand. A good choice. Diving save. It's going wide. Change of ends in the fifth, midway through, 5-3 the score in this deciding game for a place in the semi-finals. Good smash cross court. Well, the Azerbaijanis noticed the let as it struck that metal wire above the stadium. But actually, if they'd have kept quiet, they might have won that point. Azara needs to move more quickly after she's played the shots. She's not leaving room for her teammates to fill the space. Well, the German women were far too strong for Bulgaria in the other quarter-final, taking a solid spot in the semi-finals against France later. The Dutch team waiting, sat beside me actually. All eyes on this match, trying to work out a strategy for whoever they play in the semi-finals. Umpire allowing things to be slowed down here. I think there's a confusion with the scoreboard. But overall, far too much time given between points in what has to be the slowest match. Well, the previous point was when we had the let, and I thought it strange at the time as the point was awarded to Azerbaijan and shouldn't have been. So the score's going back. 4-5. It's all getting a bit heated and tense down there. No technical official on the scene, which would have been useful. Oh, we do have the technical official there now. So 4-5. Azerbaijan win the point anyway. It is back to 6-4. Not enough rotation again from Azerbaijan. Well placed shot from the Greek player. Better from the Greeks. That's a consecutive shot. That's a consecutive shot. Yeah, the line, the service judge has called it first. Well spotted from the service judge. It was the Greek player that initially made the consecutive shot. There was one afterwards as well from Azerbaijan. It's all kicking off in this match. Well, from what I saw, I think that's the right decision.
And their opponents are Turkey men.
And it's gone long. Supporters around, sensing Azerbaijan might make it through to a semi-final. Match point. Samad over into the net. It's not over just yet. Big pressure on this serve. It's short. Azara had the chance to finish. It was a gift from the Greeks, and we've all heard the old tales, beware the Greeks, even when they come bearing gifts. Great shot into the open space. Azerbaijan with the point that ends the match. A thrilling battle. Heartbreak for the Greeks. But what about the home nation, our hosts here in Baku, Azerbaijan, coming through 3-2, taking their place next to the Netherlands in the semi-finals. That was a tense match. Delight for Azerbaijan. They'll have a fearsome Dutch team to play in the semi-finals later. Should be a good match. But the one we all want to see is the French women taking on the German women. That's going to be a thriller. Well, that match was long, around 40 minutes or so, and has slowed down the schedule slightly. We've got more men's triples action coming up in a few moments' time. After the Greek men beat Croatia earlier, they're into the semi-finals against Germany. That's our next match on court one, semi-final action here at the 2025 BWF Air Badminton Continental Championships in Europe.
Please welcome the technical officials for the match on court one. Now welcome, Greece men. And opponents are men. And their opponents are Germany men. Seven.
Well, it's not very often I get to wear sunglasses during commentary, but here in Baku, Azerbaijan, there's an hour or so left before this evening sun sets right behind the stand. And we're at the business end on final day of action here at the BWF Air Badminton Continental Championships in Europe. Men's triples semi-finals in action, both of them going on at the same time on court 1 and 2. France versus Turkey are in a first game on court 2 right now, and we're focusing here live on court 1 for this match between Germany and Greece. The 4-strong German team of Thomas Fuchs, Felix Hamers, Fabian Hippold and Brian Holschke, with Hippold currently on the bench as the substitute. For Greece, Sisis Pegios, Axelios Sarsidis, Christos Sarsidis and Samatis Sigardakis. Sigardakis, I think, is the player on the substitute bench at the moment at the start of the match. 3 substitutes allowed. Thomas Fuchs showing his ex-Tour Pro standard. That's Thomas Fuchs on the left there, former World Tour player. Too much power. Didn't feature last night in the team relay, Fuchs. Thought he might have been injured. Good rotation from Holschke. A clever shot. The Germans picking the Greeks apart at the moment, but Hamers goes into the net. Yeah, they called for a let, as there's one thin wire going across the length of the court, right down the middle. Good smash. Well, the net didn't stand a chance, just coming off the tape. The power from Holschke. 4-3 on the scoreboard, but it's Germany that looks strong here. Consecutive shot. Clever return back to Fuchs. So the German lineup loading that right side. Yeah, Fuchs has got a point here. you're allowed to hit the shot in the playing area. Well, I think the umpire's saying that the racket hit the shot inside the dead zone. Well, I think they're calling a let, are they? No, he's sticking to his guns, which I think is good umpiring. He's decided that Fuchs struck the shuttle in the dead zone. And the debate goes on. Fuchs wisely not getting involved himself. Debate going on even between the German players. So the point goes to the Greeks. 5-4 the score. Fuchs with the same shot this time. Decides not to be quite as aggressive. Make sure he doesn't go into that dead zone. Patience from Holsch. He's got a big smash, but deciding not to use it this time. Well, that one is allowed. He made sure his feet were before the dead zone. Hit the shuttle, and then your natural momentum can carry you into the zone. That's allowed. Holsch and Fuchs leaving it for each other. Good recovery from Greece men. Sarsidis not patient enough on serve. Just pushing the shuttle at James. Holsch playing a shot, moving out of the way quickly. Great shot, James could do nothing about. Fast drop winner, cross court. That's terrific. Big cross winner. Brilliant save from Holsch. Good rotation. Ah, terrific block. This is a great rally. That's clever, finding the man who played the previous shot. That's one of the rallies of the tournament. Well, there's extra points required at 8 all. 2 clear points for the win. Sudden death at 12 all. It's game point. Aggressive return of serve from Fuchs. High serve, James. Fuchs with the winner. 10-9 Germany, game point. Terrific winner. Great setup from Holch. James with the follow-up. Opening game to the Germans. 1 game to love in this semi-final. Quick glance at the big scoreboard behind. Says that France have taken the opener against Turkey. But Turkey are men fighting back in game 2. So 1 game to love. Holch hoping that shuttle was falling short. Pesios, I think, with the block. Good recovery from James. Well played. Holch hunting the net, had a lot of work to do as he had to cover for James. That's a great shot from James. Back to the same player. French women looking on. Good rotation, Holschka working hard. Good block. Some great rallies in this match. Calling for a let. Clipping that wire across the court. Out of shot. Good serve. Oh, pulling out last minute. Fuchs with the leave. Sigarakis opting for power, out of position. Prone to a few mistakes. It's a lovely little net battle. Superb rotation between both countries. Thought we'd see the dive from Holzke. Fuchs gesturing that he perhaps should have moved across to cover that shot. Well played, the Greek team finding the space. Clever. Looking a little bit rattled now, the Germans. Round the back. The trick shot. Holzke goes long. What a save. Defensive shot of the tournament. Off the net cord. It's gone long from Vatsidis. That's a magnificent shot again. Despite Thomas Fuchs' best efforts, couldn't get there. The Greeks now with game point in the second. Clipping that down nicely. Thomas Fuchs, the short action. All important here in air badminton. You've got to wait for the shuttle. Difficult to anticipate given the wind. That's a consecutive shot, isn't it? Nevertheless, the point goes to the Germans. Extra points required now, 8-all. Flipping that wire on serve, a let. Yeah, I mentioned earlier, prone to a few mistakes. Sigiadakis. Clever. Good rotation all round. Terrific dive from Fuchs. Off the back line. A late decision from Holchka. Pays the price. Well left. Momentum switching left and right. Sun's going down, the temperature's dropping a little, but the atmosphere is getting hotter and hotter. 11-9 with the extra points. Germany lead the match 2-0. Germany men looking to close out this match in straight games. Good recovery from the Germans. Holchka covering the entire width of the court. We still haven't seen Brian Hippold for Germany. Substitute is allowed. Sigardakis has been replaced by Tsatsidis. Oh, he was near enough in the right place in the end. And his feet just got stuck. He had to fall into the shot. Yeah, I think Thomas Fuchs has just been complaining about his lower back. Not the best serve, good return. James, no chance. Well, tried a bit too much with that backhand drive serve. Effler, Meyer, Spoeri and Schofsky down there, the German women's team. Sat courtside. That's clever. but it's gone long or wide with the drift of the wind. Fuchs desperately trying to recover, gets away with it off the back line. Look at that shuttle swirling in the wind. Poor shot from Fuchs. Hamed having to cover. Fuchs with the miss. Well, that's how hard this sport is. An ex-World Tour international player misses a mid-court lift. Good defense. Yeah, lovely attack. Good play from the Germans. Points away from taking this third game. Now 1 point. It's not been a good end for Team Germany. Greece men hanging in there. Well, if you haven't gathered from the big screen in the background moments ago, France took what was in the end a comfortable win over Turkey. France men in the triples into the final, waiting for this result. Good turnaround from the Greeks, good defense, and they've taken game 3. Germany with a 2-1 lead. Well, that drop shot into the net from Pegios, an early lead of 2 points for the German men. Looks like the far side is the preferred end. Now the temperatures have dropped slightly and sun setting. A little bit of breeze now. Certainly not too much compared to what we've seen over the course of the last few days. Lovely shot. Sigardakis was unable. Oh, a little bit of feistiness between the Greeks as they try and organise their rotation. Service judge there was taking a close look at the feet position to make sure there won't be a fault. Can't step over that imaginary line between the two red cones. Both the Germans watched it all the way. 5-2. 4 points away from a place in the final to face Team France. Great rotation by the Germans. Covering the court nicely, covering the space left by the player who's hit the previous shot. Good dive by Holch. Amez was all in the wrong place. Great attack. Germans can't convert. Good defense from the Greeks. A loose shot from Thomas Fuchs. Good serve. Really good serve from Sigardakis. Well, it was beginning to come back in, but the shot was too flat. The wind didn't help enough. After a terrific start from the Germans, the Greeks are back in this. Pegios lets the shuttle drop, makes the error. 2 match points for a place in the final. That shot's all swirling around in the wind. Conservative. Nobody taking the risks. It's gone long. Fuchs, Holch and James make it through this semi-final. A good fight back from the Greeks. But it was just a little too late. And it's a France-Germany men's triples final later on this evening. Three games to one. The Greeks will play Turkey for a bronze medal before that men's triples final. Coming up in a few moments, it's the women's triples. More semi-finals action.
Please welcome the technical officials for the match on court 2. And now welcome Azerbaijan woman. Their opponents are the Netherlands woman. Please welcome the technical officials for the match on court 1. And now welcome France woman. And their opponents are Germany woman.
Well, thank you for being with us for this live coverage. It's the final day of action here in Baku, Azerbaijan, at the BWF Air Badminton Continental Championships of Europe. Allez la France, says the French team walking past the commentary box. France versus Germany here on court 1 in this women's triples semi-final. Both teams guaranteed a medal. The losers will play off for bronze in a little while, and the winning team will go on to play either Azerbaijan or the Netherlands, who are battling it out on court 2 right now, just started their semi-final. So it's triples. One player will be on the substitutes bench and can be used up to 3 times, or rotated. For France, Sharon Bauer, Lorraine Baumann, Charlotte Gansi, and Lilu Schaffner. And for Team Germany, on the far side, Anne-Catherine Spoeri and Julia Meyer. And on the near side, Florentine Schofsky on the right, and Linda Effler, the former World Tour pro. Top 12 in the world she was at one point, with Marvin Seidel. Who looks like she might be starting the match as a substitute. Such is the confidence of the German team. They're looking terrifically strong this week, Germany. France will be hard-pressed to get the better of the team relay gold medalists, the champions last night, beating the hosts, the home nation, Azerbaijan, in the final. Bulgaria taking a bronze after beating the Netherlands in that bronze medal match. But this is all about the triples. And the Germans starting the match on serve on the far side. Rotation, the key factor here. No player can play a consecutive shot. serve from well back in court. Those are the rules of air badminton. Good backhand from Shofsky. Terrific. Finds a winner with a backhand clear. Serve goes long from Linda Meyer. Julia Meyer, rather. Good smash from Spoeri. Shofsky having to move quickly to get back in court. It's going wide from Meyer. 3-all. French teammates getting in each other's way. Court 2, it's the Netherlands that take the opening game. Good pick up from Shofsky. Oh, it's landed on the line. Terrific length. That's 2 winners from Shofsky in the early stages, deep into the rear court. That is going long from Spoeri. French players again in a bit of a tangle. It's landed in. Shofsky beats him by the length. Well left. Might have gone long. Meyer with a loose shot. French women keeping the shuttle deep in court. That's a nice shot. Oh, she saw the space. Spoeri can't find it. France take the opener. Surprising opener. Substitution made for Germany. Florentine Schofsky making way in game 2 for Linda Effler. Well left. Trying a bit too hard to find that front court. Can serve from 1.45 meters, so quite a bit higher than the indoor guide of 1.15 meters, allowing for a lot more aggression and attacking on the serve, but you are well back in court. Effler with the mistake. Landed in, it's caught the blue. Maya letting that one drop. Effler trying to assert herself on the match. That's a couple of mistakes from Linda. Drop shot, beating Effler. Germans not off to a good start in this match at all. It's a lovely shot from Maya. Good shot. Attacking from the French. That might have gone wide. Maya having to cover for Effler. Good rotation by the French. That's landed in. Just getting back into this second game now, the German team. Oh, they're all in each other's way. All three of them clashed. 7-all. Yeah, it's well in. Squarey, no chance. Game point. Be a lot of pressure on the Germans if they lose this second game. Not a lot of attack from the Germans. Surely, Effler's got to find a winner. 8-all. Extra points required. Oh, change of grip, last second. With the shuttle moving in the air. It's gone long from Effler. Game point again to the French. Miss hit. A lifeline. Effler, diving defense. Meyer picking up the pieces. Good movement by Squarey. Had it covered. It's game point, Germany. Not quite sure on the back line. Oh, that's a consecutive shot, isn't it? No mistakes. Nobody taking a risk. It's landed in. Linda Effler watched it all the way. They thought it was out. So it's still extra points. 10-all. If it gets to 12-all, it'll be sudden death to 13. Well watched. And we're getting near that position. 11-all. Something says it's a crucial game. Good save. Who's going to take the initiative? The French are on the attack. Under the net. German women at 12. France need 2 straight points or they lose this second game. Linda Effler on serve. Bauer, Baumann, Ganchi, Schaffner for France. Taking no chances, Effler. Hasn't quite found her attacking range today. She was hitting some brilliant smashes yesterday. This point to win it. Linda Effler's into the net. Disappointment. And it's a big French lead now. 2-love. One more game for the match. Well, I think Schofke's still on the substitutes bench for the German team. It's gone long. It's 2 mistakes from Linda Effler. She's substituting herself here. That's a very noble decision from Linda Effler, who's not been having a good game to this point. In control of this match right now, this French team. Good rotation from Spueri. She's been their most solid performer this week. Thought that was a consecutive shot, but perhaps not. Meyer into the net. Shot was there for the taking. The French must be delighted, loving this right now, because they're not actually having to do all that much. So whilst the French look good for this one at the moment, Azerbaijan fighting back in the other semi-final. It's 1 game all and 5 points, all in the third with the Netherlands. Good save. It's in. What a terrific save. She's delighted. Watched it all the way. What about this from France in this semi-final when it really matters? (6-1) lead. They're only 3 points away from the final, guaranteeing gold or silver. Almost relentless into the rear court. Oh, she's kept it in. Nice shot from Shofsky. That's too good. That is just too good from the French. (7-1) lead. Linda Effler back on. And Katrin Spoeri taking a seat. Can Effler make the difference? Here's that substitution, turning of the tide for this German team. Team relay champions. The German women really performed well in that event all week. This is their first wobble. Effler can't find a length. Better from Maya. Who's going to attack? There's so much at stake. They're almost scared to make a mistake here. France, the aggressor again. And what about this? 4 match points. To guarantee at least a silver medal. Good communication with the Germans, keeping this alive. But for how long for? A lack of aggression from the Germans, a lack of attack today. Can that resilient style pay off? Oh, a chance for the match, a chance for the final half-court smash. French team in a bit of trouble. Linda Effler still sticking to the deep game. Good, oh, gave everything for the save. Couldn't keep it in court, and what about this comeback? Still match point. It's gone long. France are into the final. 3-love win over Germany. Surprising results, and you've got to give it to the French. It was a very defensive game all round. But too many mistakes from the German team today. Sees them fall short. They'll have to play off for a bronze medal. And at the moment it's looking like they might have to face Azerbaijan, as the Netherlands are leading 2-1 and 5-1 up. So there's a very quick interval for all of us here as the conclusion of that women's triple semi-final between Azerbaijan and Netherlands gets to a conclusion. We've got 4 matches left in the entire event. We've got the men's and the women's finals to come. And we've got a bronze medal match. In both as well. So on court 1, whilst the gardeners are out doing their bit to get this court ready for the next matches, we've got a short break. Just over 40 minutes time. We'll have the men's triples and women's triples bronze medal matches. Make sure you come back and join us for that.